might expect that our hearing will deteriorate as we get older, but if you've worked in a noisy environment over a period of time, it may well be that exposure to excessive noise has caused part of the hearing loss that you've started to notice in later years. Jobs that have tended to cause hearing loss are usually those in heavy or light engineering, in the textile trade, in construction, or on railways and in shipbuilding. You can claim for noise-induced hearing loss against any employer who exposed you to noise in negligent circumstances or in breach of their duty to take care of you, by not providing you with hearing protection, by failing to monitor you through occupational health, or failing to monitor noise levels. You may have a claim against that company. If you worked for more than one employer, you should make a claim against each of those companies who expose you to excessive noise, and all of the companies, if your claim is successful, will pay compensation to you based on their share of the negligent noise exposure. They have no responsibility to pay you for the age-related element of your overall hearing loss, only the loss associated with the negligent exposure to noise. Here at Your Legal Friend, we'll talk to you about your work history and also your exposure history. We'll submit a claim to each of the employers who exposed you to noise in negligent circumstances, and we'll obtain medical evidence to help prove how much of your overall hearing loss has been caused by noise and how much has been caused by age. Remember, it's only the noise-related element of your hearing loss that forms to be included in a claim for compensation. Any claimant has 3 years in which to bring a claim from the date that they knew or ought to have known that they have a significant hearing loss that may have been caused by exposure to excessive noise in negligent circumstances. The time limits are strict, and you should always seek a specialist legal opinion so that you can be properly advised about that. Here at Your Legal Friend, we'll advise you on a no-win, no-fee basis. Our initial consultation is free of charge in any event, and we'll always explain our funding terms and conditions to you at the outset so that you've no surprises at all throughout the claim. You'll be able to claim compensation for the noise-induced hearing loss that you have, and also for any tinnitus condition that may have been diagnosed, such as the hissing or buzzing in your ears that's sometimes associated with noise exposure. You'll also be able to claim compensation for losses and expenses associated with those conditions, and you can also claim the cost of any future hearing aids, if so recommended by your treating consultant. Remember that any award of compensation will be divided between those companies who exposed you to noise in negligent circumstances, and it's important therefore to get specialist help with such a claim.